welcome to the next video in this series. Here we're going to talk about conditional operators and conditions. Previously we talked about some mathematical operators like the plus, the minus, the multiplication, the integer division, and then the regular division, and we also used the exponent operator as well, and we try to combine user input with those operators, and we had a grasp of how we can have a small calculator that takes user input and does an operation with them. So we're going to look at some few more operators that evaluate conditional expressions. So we call these conditional operators. They basically evaluate whether an expression evaluates to true or it evaluates to false. So basically we have the greater than, we have the less than, we have the greater than or equal to, we have the less than or equal to, we have the matching operator, and we have not equal to operator. So let me comment these out, and then we would go through them one after the other. Alright, so we know greater than in maths. So what we could do is to ask Python to evaluate whether 5 is greater than 2. And when we run this, Python is going to give us, evaluate it and tell us that this is true, as you can see on the screen. So Python evaluates and tells us that 5 is indeed greater than 2, and so it gives us the boolean true. Alright, so we could also say Python should evaluate whether 0 is greater than 10. Okay, and Python is going to tell us that this is false because definitely 0 is not greater than 10. So that's it for the greater than sign. We could also evaluate the less than sign by using some, so we could say that is 10 less than 5, and Python will definitely tell us that this is false. Great. Ask Python again to evaluate if 4 is greater than or equals to 4. And what do you think Python is going to tell us? 4 is definitely not greater than 4, but it's equal to 4. So we expect a true statement here. And that's it. And we get a true statement, a true response. But if we, same applies to if we do it a less than, we're also going to get a true, just because we have the equal to symbol there. So Python is basically evaluating two things: whether 4 is less than 4, which is definitely not true, and whether 4 is equal to 4, which is true. Alright. We can also then look at the not equal to. So we can ask Python to evaluate if 4 is not equals to 5. And this is supposed to give us a true statement. Yes, because 4 is not equal to. Okay. What if we want to check if two numbers are the same? Then this is what we say. We ask Python to say is 4 equals to 4. And Python will say that true. Here's what happened. We use 2 equal to sign, not 1. If you use 1 equal to, you are assigning something. So you could say that x, we assign x the value of 4. It's different from saying that x matches 4. Okay, so because we've already assigned the value of 4 here, when we ask Python to print this, we are going to get a true statement. So let's see what happens. We get a true statement, but if we change this value to, let's say, 5, then we're going to get a false statement. We get a false statement because x, which is 5, is exactly not the same as 4. It doesn't match 4. Right, so you have to take note of the equal to and the double equal to sign. The double equal to is for matching two values or two variables, but the single one is for assigning a value to a variable. Right, so let's continue and apply some of these operators to strings, especially the matching operator. What if we ask Python to evaluate whether hello is the same as hello? What do you think Python is going to tell us? Definitely true. Alright, we could ask Python again to evaluate if hello is the same as hello, one with capital H, one with small h, and that gives us a false, because they are not exactly the same. And then we could try and ask Python to tell us and what do you think Python is going to say? False, because true is not equal to false. But we could ask Python to also say true is not equals to false, and that's also going to be true. Great. So basically that's it about these conditional operators. I'll make this video short, and in our next video we're going to go into